Hi there, this is a factorising question from a test my Year 11 class did, and once again it's a factorising question where the x squared coefficient is not 1, it's 2, so we have to go about it in a slightly different method to make sure that we end up with our two brackets that would multiply out to give this expression, hence the factorised version. It becomes very useful when you go into solving quadratics, probably later on once you've mastered this skill. So the first step is to take our x squared coefficient and our number term and multiply them together. That's now going to tell us what our two numbers we're looking for now. We're going to multiply to give. So we're looking for two numbers that multiply to give 12. And those same two numbers will need to add to give negative 7. I'm going to say minus, but to give negative 7. Once again, the easiest way to do this is if we start off with listing our factors of 12, so 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, so we're all done. We need to find a combination that will give us negative 7. There's no way of getting 7 or negative 7 from 1 and 12 or 2 and 6. So it's got to be 3 and 4. And in fact, what we're going to need to do is make them both negative to make that happen. Negative 3 times negative 4 is 12. And negative 3 plus negative 4 is negative 7 as well. So that one works. So what we can do is we can rewrite our quadratic and split the negative 7x up into minus 3x and minus 4x. Just to be careful which way round I put my minus 3x and my minus 4x. So the fact that I've got a minus 3x to use and I've got a minus 4x. Now if I were to just put them in like that, the problem will come that I can't factorize, this doesn't factorize quite as nicely as this does, because 4 and 2 both have a factor of 2, whereas 2 and 3 don't have a common factor other than 1. So that's why I'm going to pair up the 2x squared and the minus 4x, and that means that for our final term, the 6 on the end pairs up quite nicely with the minus 3x because they've both got a factor of 3. So if I then do my factorising, so first of all we're going to factorise these two terms separately. You'll notice they have a common factor of 2 and a common factor of x. Now what I'm going to need to multiply 2x by to get 2x squared, well, the leftover factor must be an x, and 2 times 2x will give me my 4x, or 2 times minus 2 will give me my minus 4x. So I factorise that first part. I'm going to do exactly the same to this one. You'll notice they both have a factor of 3 that goes into them, and that would leave us with minus x plus 2. Now you'll notice that what we should be aiming for are these two brackets should be the same, and they're almost the same apart from the signs are the wrong way around. So actually what we're going to need to do is take out a factor of minus 3. If we do that, then we'll be left with x. And in order to multiply minus 3 by something to get 6, it's going to be minus 2. And therefore you'll notice you get the same bracket, x minus 2. Which means that we can rewrite this situation as 2x minus 3 all multiplied by x minus 2. Which is the same as the line above, but it just puts it into the two brackets that we're expected to find. And then we have factorised our quadratic. I hope this was useful. The method needs lots of practice to make sure you can embed it so that when you're tested on it you can get it right every time, and it becomes very useful when we start solving quadratics. You'll need to be able to factorise quadratics like this as well. I hope it was useful. Keep practicing and I'm sure you'll do well.